let's see. Uh, 3,000 for generating health actually sounds pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so we need to get more shit from the sewers. That's gonna be fun. I actually probably want to grind out weapon parts first, though. I don't really like having an unmodified weapon. Yeah. Better bullets. At all. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Hey, Trip. Yeah, 3 in a row being first. Congrats. How you doing today? Crumb? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. What's it to you? Okay, noted. That's what I zeroed on when I saw. Why? Why would you, you know, zero in on that? There's absolutely nothing weird about that, alright? Yeah, I'm just playing hole today, so I'm just showing you guys my hole. What's so wrong about that? Mm-hmm. Sure. Is that what we're going for these days? Nope. Hold on, let me move a few things around. Okay, there we go. Whee! Oh yeah, let's just do the office. So yeah, surprisingly, believe it or not, this is actually a tactical shooter. You know, you talk about Trip acting innocent, but you know, aren't you doing the exact same thing, Crumb? Hmm? Is there a story to it? Kinda not really. It's mostly, well, there probably is that I just don't understand. You're this weird masked freak shooting other weird masked freaks. It's basically like a solo extraction shooter with, like, realistic elements-ish. Some of them are kind of a pain, though, because, like, you have to actually, like, mess with the bolts, you can jam. Mess with some parts, you know, all that schnaz. You find where the exit is. Oh, there we go. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Yeah, and just try not to die. What are you all up to today, though? You all up to anything interesting? Of course you are. You all are more interesting than me, of course, aren't you? Work sucks, man. I want to retire already. Oh. Yeah, I want to retire already. Where I'm at work. Well, I hope your workday is better than mine. I just want to, you know... I just want to have a nice, uneventful day at work, but sometimes... there are people out there who wish to see me fall, let's just say. I just want to ask them to do some simple training, and they have to, you know, oh, what training do I have to do, and why do I have to do this training? And I have to spend like 30 minutes to convince them to do a training that would take less than 5 minutes. And despite me literally being their manager, they give me so much sass and all that nonsense. Anyway, enough of me, BNMing. Duke, and I'm digging a hole. Of course. So who's trying to kill us today? Random dudes with masks on. But we're also some random dude with a mask on. About to go to the bathroom, sit on the toilet for an hour, allegedly. Allegedly, of course. We all know that Trip is an amazing, you know, truly amazing. Would never. He, you know, he would die before taking a break. He's the best worker out there. Okay, at least I know where the extraction point is. Training mining. What's that mean, Washington? An upstanding worker. Yeah, absolutely, truly. You know, it seems like you're doubting someone, Crumb. Perhaps the pot shall not be so interested in the kettle, so shall we say? Are you dead? Oh. Are you dead? Yes, you're dead. Okay, cool. Crumb always doubts you. But you know who doesn't doubt you, Trip? I would never doubt you, Trip. I would put my life in your hands. I would never do such a thing as to doubt you. Because I am the benevolent and nice Duke, you know? Training mining is my new invention where you do as little training as possible. I mean, yes, but it's literally why you get paid. Like, if you don't do it at my work, you would literally lose your job. And then my management looks at me like I'm the shitbag for, you know, not somehow fucking pulling their arm to getting it done, you know? I just want to be a good manager, but, like, why do these people have to be worse than certain grade schoolers I've worked with in the past? Like, I've babysitted, preteens with more maturity. Oh, there it is. There's the bagheads. Oh. That was close. Okay. Got a tactical device. Took that hold saying and tossed it like a salad, huh? You know, I wish I was still, I wish I was still naive enough to not know what that meant. Why does everything have to be a euphemism for sex these days? Can't we just be normal, you know? Holy shit. Don't shoot me, please. There you go. I was gonna say, how are you not dead? You know, I think tossing salad is frowned upon in this workplace, and I think it should maybe stay that way, You got the PB&J. What? This tastes a little bit funny. What's the phrase where there is a say-so streamer, there will be weirdo chat? Let me keep my purity, damn it. Yeah, you're employees now. Don't make me get HR involved. The phrase is chat reflects. No, I don't think it does in this case. Ow, fuck, ow. Alright, Where the hell are the bag heads? I need the bag head so I can get more stuff. Of course I have a jam. There's always a jam. Ow, fuck. Die already. Die! Are you dead yet? Okay, I'm gonna assume you're dead. Alright, we're getting out of here. Ow! How much health do we have? Probably not great. Let's skedaddle. Yeah, the microwave is for extraction. Don't ask. Hint of pineapple. Of course, of course. Yeah, I need more bag heads. Why are you all saying hi to... Well... You know, it is also Frisky's 6th birthday. Frisky will probably have a few, will have a few extra treats today. Ah, so that's where you spend that. Okay. So we should have laser, huh? Okay. That kind of helps a little. Frisky Leo, yeah, want to send Frisky treats for birth. She'll already get a bunch of treats for birth, don't you worry. She's getting a ton, alright? As much as you may believe it, I'm not neglecting my cat. I know, shocker. Let's do the drainage system then. Oh. Okay, microwave's just here. Right, we need to get some blood bags, I think, by killing them and extracting with them. Oh. There we go. Certain genuine feeling about a game that's blatantly built around a single well-developed gun mechanic and the minimum necessary video game to facilitate it. Oh, have you played this game before, Washington, or is this your first time seeing it? I just kind of want to show some indies I thought were, like, you know, interesting for this week. Although I ran out of indies that were short, so tomorrow's just Need for Speed because I couldn't figure out what to play. Yeah, Frisky... I just want Frisky to be happy. The issue is that a lot of Frisky's happiness seems to predicate on my unhappiness. Ow. Who's shooting at me? Who doth be shooting? Oh, I see you. Shooting at me is unkind, dear sir. Ow. Fuck me. Why? I haven't played it, but from what I've seen so far, I think I can see what this is. Yeah. Man, I love it here. This is why we can't have nice things. Hey, Lirovich, how's it going? You ever played this game before? Okay, there's the microwave this time. Oh. I fucking hate it here. Why am I so bad at this game? Frisky doesn't enjoy Duke's suffering. Frisky just wants attention. And the penalty for no attention is Duke's suffering. It's different. Oh, barely, but different. What's the phrase? Same, but different. Not yet. Okay. Does this one pique your interest? Maybe I should grind out the office a bit more, get some more attachments, though. Probably want to get an extended mag for my gun, would probably be good. 10 rounders kind of suck, I ain't gonna lie. Where's the blood bag? Don't shoot me in the face, please. Thank you. Alright, there's some blood. Fuck. Ow. Stop shooting me, good sir, please. Oh, fuck. Forgot to chamber it. Are you dead? Fire corners, fill your dead space, be next to cover, not eating. Here's the thing, Lirovich, alright? Ironically, showing more of myself makes it more likely for them to not shoot me in the face and instantly die. And for them to shoot me in, like, my torso or my legs. So ironically, I think the strategy is to, throw myself out. What's there to judge, Ryan, What are you judging? Also, 225 stream streak. Goddamn. Gotta love aimbot. Yeah, that's the issue, is it's fucking aimbot math. It's not like, oh, show as little of yourself as possible so you don't get hit. No, it's throw yourself out there so there's a better chance they hit your torso instead of your face. Too many open areas is the issue as well. Should I just leave with what I have? I think I have a lot of stuff, is the issue. Maybe I shouldn't be too greedy and I should just dip. Greed never pays, right? Have you seen or heard anything about Big Walk? Kind of. Lyra was talking about it a little bit, but I don't really know anything much about it. Why? Greed is good. The strat is to ball out and shoot first. I mean, sometimes. The same thing they argue between standing ISO and Weaver stance dichotomy of taking on with just don't get on the plate or just don't get hit to begin with, stupid. Okay, we still need more red blood, yellow blood, blue blood. Let's take the health regeneration. Let's take some max HP. Alright, cool. Okay, so yellow bar at the bottom is my health. But yeah, holy shit, Ryan, 225 streams. Thanks for hanging with me for so long. Appreciate you being one of my day ones. 228 stews, though, holy shit. Just wondering if you had thoughts on it yet. Tell me a bit about it. I know literally nothing about it. So, you know, I have to educate myself on it first before I can form an opinion. Oh, thanks for having your daily stew, Crumb. Some friends want to play Big Walk. I don't think I'd be able to run it. Yeah, I know literally nothing about it, so you're talking to someone who genuinely has no thoughts because there are no thoughts that can form, shall we say. Okay, there's the microwave. I think the strat, I think, is kind of to camp the microwave a little so you can just extract when you need, and you don't need to get over here. But also, probably should be hunting people down and exploring. Prefer the office, because there's not that much elevation. Oh, at least there's multiple microwaves, I guess. But does it look like a system-intensive game, I guess, then? The Big Walk? Oh, yep, there's the battleground. Sup, nerd? Okay, maybe shoot them in the chest then? Thought I'd shoot them in the head to get the blood pack, but maybe I'd shoot them in the chest then. Oh! I'm trying to get their blood bags. Is it just RNG if they drop it or not? Probably is. Also, the handgun does more damage than the AR, which I guess technically makes sense, but still kind of sucks. But what's the objective? Are you just, like, walking a long time? Kind of like the long drive, but you're walking instead of driving? I don't like how quiet it is. Oh. Ow. Yeah, maybe headshots for blood bags? I don't even know. High development friend slop. Can you give me an analogy for other high-end friend slop, perhaps? But watching this game, Lirovich, does this look like a game you would probably try and play? Just kind of curious on, you know, like what kind of games you all like. I know Crumb is more of like an RPG player-ish, maybe? Also, casual life sim enjoyer, I guess. Ryan's a development maxer, aka like Factorio and all that. I guess it really is just RNG if they drop the blood bags or not, then. Or maybe it is headshots. I don't even know. Okay. Shoot head, get head, something something. Yeah. Yeah, my top game is yeah, but you yourself said you want nothing to do with Dota or League anymore. Like, my most played game is Counter-Strike. But if you ask me if my favorite game is Counter-Strike, I also would say no. I also have 1,000 hours on War Thunder. Actually, yeah, I would say that, like, funny playing games are my favorite, so I take that back. You know what I mean, though, right? Alright. I don't have to explain myself to you. Kinda. There's one on VR now that fits this niche, too, that I want to give a spin at some point. Oh, what's that one called? I also want to get back into two guns, so I'll just wait for that. With ammo prices as they are, Learovich? Are they any better? Last I checked, it was still like 30 to 40 cents per round of 9. And like, almost half $1 per round of 5.5. And then about a quarter round for 12 gauge buck, I think. If I'm remembering my math correctly. I think it's... Oh, body cam? Yeah, body cam's not VR, though, but, I mean, it is a very realistic shooter. Ow. Oh. I need more health, though. Give health, please. Maybe I should just extract. I think I'm being too greedy here. We should just get out. Don't need to stick around longer than we need to. Hope they find a cure soon, brother. Oh, that's Baghead. There we go. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Okay, I'm about to die. I need to get out of here. Microwave, microwave. Get me microwave. I want out. Get me out of here. If it weren't for the gas prices, I'd call it fine. I mean... guess it's up to you what you want to define as fine. For me, it's still too expensive. I just go on very, very rare occasion. Unfortunately, mag dumping into trash is no longer viable either. But I'm sick of relearning Stellaris. I don't want to relearn it for the 4th time. Why not, Ryan? Just do it. Just do it. Hoi 4 loses its fun after beating it for the 20th time. I haven't even beaten it once. Still more blood. So hoping for Warhammer, Total War Warhammer 40k is pretty fun. There's one like body cam that I'll have to go digging for. Alright, fair enough. Hope that's fun. Alright. Is there a different... Okay. I can either have a green laser or a red laser. What if I just have more lasers, huh? What if just... fuck you, lasers? Alright, cool. Yeah, give me mags. I don't need lasers, I need mags. Why not, Ryan? You love Rocket League. Go Rocket League some more. Don't have time, blah, blah. Tried to play Kenshi recently. It's not ha-ha fun at this point in my life. I want games to be ha fun. You know what? 100%. There was a time in my life when I genuinely enjoyed suffering. Like Counter-Strike and the games where, you know, like, the entire goal is improvement. But, like, not anymore. I just want casual games I can kind of mess about a little bit in. Yeah, I have hope for total 40k, but... I mean, why not both? You know, what's the phrase? Holy shit, 2 cakes? You need max? I don't know, Max. Do I need max? You tell me. It's been a while since I played RimWorld. There's some sort of joke I can make there, but I think it's more Crumb's lane to make a joke about rimming. Play the Xbox Classic Blinks the Time Sweeper. Okay, I've heard of that game 3 different times now from, like, a few different people. Is there some sort of running meme or gag with that game that I'm just way out of internet culture to understand? Kind of like how people talk about Bubsy 3D. Wait, does that stop the spawn? I forget. Well, I haven't heard shooting. Max, have you ever played... Oh, shit. Ow. Okay, let's not do that again. Of course there's a jam. There's always a jam. Come on, man. Tap, rack, roll. Is that still what they teach? Tap, rack, roll? Or tap, rack, bang? Or is it the full sports treatment? Slap, pull, observe, release, tap, shoot. Surprised I still remember that. Played this game, Max. Or is it too shitty for a noble like yourself? You don't play the peasant games. You don't roll in the shit with us, so to speak. Never heard of this? Oh, okay. I guess it's a very niche game. And it's basically someone took a... Yeah, like someone was saying earlier. They just took a decent, like, gun system and they built the game around it. Though the maps are definitely mazes. I sure do love trying to figure out where the hell I'm trying to find. Because, I mean, the AR is kind of fun and it's a lot more stable to use at long range, but the pistol just does so much more damage. Which, I mean, again, I guess it's realistic, because, you know, 115 grains of force versus 55. Actually, probably 124. They're using, like, NATO standard. And there's probably a good chunk of my audience that also has no idea what I'm talking about. Because I'm a nerd. Oh. Because I'm a nerd. Who's shooting? Nerd alert. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yep. I know. Okay, it's time to go. Okay. It's time to go. Where's the exfil? Get me out of here. I mean, so this game also has, like, stamina features, I guess. Like, if people run out of stamina, they'll, like, ragdoll down, yourself included, I think. And the legs are the best place to empty their stamina. So if they just have a shit ton of health, like those guys do, I believe, yeah, you kind of want to just start shooting their legs. Because, yeah, so you have health, And every body part does a little bit different health. But yeah, the legs are best for stamina, 75 stamina. So 2 taps to the leg will usually, yeah, put them down. Whereas, like, you know, the guys with helmets are kind of just fucked. Okay, almost done. No, let's save our money for now. Hey, Solly, how's it going? How are you doing today? I heard May reached out to you about the thing. Friend I taught to play shooters via Rainbow Six Siege couldn't hit a head if they were standing still, but she'd eat people's beans if they were sprinting. Is that what we call it now? Eating their beans? Just reminds me of that stupid meme where it's like, what is it, like, fucking Pepe's from the Revolutionary War? Yeah, that's right, go back home, nerd, and take your beans with you. She did, excited to join. Were you being subtle on purpose? Or gonna say... I mean, you can say a little bit. I mean, I'm not keeping it super secret. I should probably actually make some, like, promotional material for it. Because so far, you are person number 13, if I'm including myself in it. So, like, probably 4 or 5 more people I'm gonna see if they want to join this whole fucking shebang. What do you mean I don't tell you any? I tell you guys a lot. I tell you guys what I'm doing in life. I tell you guys the things I'm planning on. Like, I already told you guys, I'm working on trying to get more content out and doing more, like, fun collabs and stuff. Nice, but you haven't played that game in a hot minute. Alright. I mean... Do you want me to kind of give the TLDR... Ow, 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 ow. Stop shooting me, you dick. Anyway. Tell us your desire. What do you want from life, Duke? I want... Okay, when I die, I want people to think back on me and just think that I was a good human. That I did what I could for others, while not depriving myself. On a less meta level, I just want to be a good content creator. I want to grow, I want to put out more content, shorts, long-form edited videos, planned out streams, that sort of thing. On a more serious note, in terms of, so I'm inviting a lot of creators to a gigantic TTT collab. So far, I have 13 people for this collab, and I'm still trying to figure out how to mod the game. Worst case scenario, we played vanilla, or we swap to SCP, if my computer can't handle being a server for that many people. But I think it's gonna go well. I have high hopes. Okay, I think that's everyone's blood. I think we get out now. What's a collab? With that many people? Yeah, TTT. Trouble in Terrorist Town for Gary's mod. I'm trying to get up a modded server. I'll probably have to send people mod lists, but with like 20 people or so, I think TTT is really fun. So I'm trying to, you know, kind of be a bit, I don't know how to say. Playing my childhood nostalgia games, I guess. But yes, despite my supercomputer, you know, you never know. Alright, are we done? Bam, bam, bam. Drainage system. Okay, find the plants. Item magnet. I don't think that's particularly good. I don't really care about that. Give me more max health. And a little bit more regen, I guess. I don't know, I'm very excited for it. I'm still reaching out to more people, but, more details to come. Most people have been receptive. I know some people aren't super into, like, shooters, so you know. TTT isn't that super appealing to them. But I just like playing my childhood games. That's why I was super happy to play, like, Prop Hunt with people. And I think TTT will be super fun, and there'll be great moments. And it's a great game to have a giant collab in, personally, in my opinion. Just because, like, if you have proximity chat on, you don't really need to worry about everyone trying to talk over each other unless it's like a super chaotic moment. Or in other cases, you know, you might just have everyone trying to talk over each other in a collab that big. So that's my idea and hope, I suppose. What a plants, okay. Well, this one will be fast, I think. What are some of the childhood games you guys played? Damn, this Glock is less reliable than a real-life Glock. Stop shooting me, dick. Oh yeah, I was tired as fuck one day, and someone had a big collab and... Oh. Okay, just shoot at each other. Don't shoot me. Thank you. The blicky must be respected. Yeah, the blicky's jamming is the issue. If the blicky wasn't jamming, then I wouldn't have a problem, you see. Yeah, you see? Yeah. Suddenly there were a ton of plants, and then there were none. Nope. User error. I'll show you a user error, Learovich. Come here. Why don't you user error on these nuts? But yeah, so I think, hopefully, proximity chat, at least when it comes to that collab, will help resolve, you know, the issue with, like, everyone being super, you know, active. And I think it's also kind of fun, because, in my opinion, TTT was basically, like... It was basically, let's be honest, it was proto, It was proto Among Us. It was one of the very first social deduction games, I want to say. At least video game-wise. Think it will work well. Prox chat is great. Yeah! But yeah, I'm gonna try and mod in some stuff. And if you find a player model on the workshop that you vibe with and you want me to put in the mod list so that you can use, let me know. I already have part of my mod list is a player character selector, player model selector. So just link me the model that you want me to add, if you do. He had my M9 disassemble itself 2 rounds deep. What? Maybe, huh? You know what? Oh, maybe let me throw it right back at you, Learovich. That sounds like user error. My M9 has gone through several thousand rounds so far. Other than me probably needing to swap the barrel at this point. No errors. No issues. Haven't even had to lube it. Whee. Although the Taurus Judge, yeah, you bought yourself a Taurus, you already knew what you were getting yourself into. I just feel that using proxy chat in games lead to the funniest moments. Oh yeah, for sure. Like having 2 mags from armor lose their floor plate can be user. No, that sounds like a user error. Eye in the dark, huh? So 1 more cactus, and then find some eyes in the dark, I guess. I really should grind out the attachments, though, I think, in the office or something. Give me some bigger mags. Like, holy shit, I need better mags. Was AFK because of work? Well, welcome back. I just feel that using... I think I'm in 2 mags. But all disrespect on the Glock. Exactly! Disrespect the Glock. As much as you wish. Heading home, peace out. How would you even manage that? Followers should stop that on the M9, right? It just sounds like you bought Temu mags. And you know what? That sounds like a you problem there, baby girl. But the girls. Am I being equally antagonistic yet? Or am I still, like, do I still have much to learn when it comes to being antagonistic? Weren't even minus the Armory M9 for range day quals. Well, sounds like a armor issue. Therefore, your issue. Of course, it's fucking pitch black. Hate that everything went silent. But yeah, I don't know. It's funny just because how many rounds I've usually been put through those, like, M9s. Like, if you have an actual 92 FS civilian grade, and you haven't put, like, 1,000,000 rounds into it, they're pretty decent guns. But if you get one from the Armory that's probably been in use since, like, fucking the 80s or 90s, like, seen action in Panama and probably Desert Storm, then yeah, it's probably not going to be that great. Shocker, who would have thunk? Not a gun nut before the word used for hot dogs. Do you know how annoying it was to hear calling any gun a glizzy? Glizzy is bad, but I mean... I think I would prefer hearing a gun called a glizzy than anyone refer to, murder as sliming. Oh, of course it's jammed. It's always fucking jammed. Jam these nuts. Ow! What the fuck? Ow! Ow. Okay, well, at least I can tank a lot more damage now. Ow. Oh, fucking dead yet? Where's a microwave when you need one? Let me get out of here already. I think I got enough face masks. Ate the dock. Simple as. Fuck's shooting at me this time? Fuck! Anyway. I think my favorite failure was when someone tried to condition one, but it wasn't reassembled right, so the slide jumped off and they accidentally kicked it over to the side trying to get into panic. That's the thing, is, like, I've seen so many people that are quote-unquote trained professionals that, like, if anything minutely unexpected happens, they immediately go into full panic mode. Okay, I just need to get one more of those dudes. Right, whatever, let's try that again. The amount of people I've heard use Glock to refer to anything with a trigger made me hate the Glock. I mean, it's the same deal with the AR-15. Anything that looks rifle-like is an AR-15. Before that, everything that looked vaguely rifle-like was an AK. Yeah, pull up on the block with that AK. You know how it go. Get. No, Duke Slime him out is just a cultural exchange. Is it? I don't know, I hate it. Sounds like someone heard Grease and decided to remake it for Modern. You're not wrong. Yeah, get him, Johnny. Grease his bones. Alright, where the hell's the door? Okay, there's a microwave here. Could be our exit. Probably not. Let's keep looking around. Hey, Sad Knight. Congrats on the 150 stream streak. Damn. Thanks for the long-time support, though. Appreciated. Did you just microwave ducks? What do they ever do to you? You know, all that tells me, Crumb, is that you've never really interacted with ducks, alright? Like, ducks are slightly less mean geese, alright? Give a duck an inch, they will take a mile. Anyway, ducks are sweet babies. They really aren't. You are lying to me. Finally, someone gets it. Yeah, someone gets it, Learovich. Thank you. No, ducks are us. Exactly. 100%. See? Someone else really gets it. Everyone's like, oh, ducks are so cute. Yeah, they're cute because they know you'll keep giving them breadcrumbs. The second you take away those breadcrumbs, they're even more asshole-ish than geese. They just don't have the mass to hurt as much. And see, this is some duck-ass behavior, Crumb. The fact that you immediately resort to that, yeah. Fucking look at you with getting in touch with your inner duck. Where the fuck is that door, though? Door should be somewhere around here. Oh, maybe upstairs. Okay, yeah, it's here. Let's try this again. I'm gonna go fight more peacocks and turkey in retaliation. Genuinely, I kind of wish that dodo were still around, because I really want to, like, have one as a pet. I hear that dodo were really chill animals, or I read that dodo were really chill animals. And that's kind of partly why they got, like, extinct.
I dub thee a knight.
Hey, Regen, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. How have you been? Oh, shit. Stop shooting at me, assholes. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's a microwave. Let's get out. Busy? Oh, I get that. Oh, I never want to go back to work. One day, I'm gonna make it, or like win the lottery or something, and then I can tell my boss, fuck you, I'm never coming back in again. Probably not. He's actually a decent dude, though. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Regen. Thanks for swinging by. Boss isn't allowing me to work this Friday. That's probably good, right, Trip? Does that mean extended weekend or something? Okay. Find that shit. Yep. Easy enough. Oh, yes, reload speed. Thank you. I mean, that's not terrible, I guess. Ah, yeah, I forgot to drop in that disc. New gun! It was my birthday and I went to work while everyone in my department called off, so she's forced me to take a day off because she knows I won't do it myself. Oh yeah, then take a day off! Now, let's try the shotgun then. Maybe the shotgun will be a bit better. Kidding me? 3 shells? What kind of fucking tube is this? Alright. Well, I mean, it's not bad. That's for sure. I think it's supposed to be like a Benelli M3 or something? I can't tell. I think we need to grind parts. I think we'll hang out in the office for a little bit. I hate work, but I want it anyway. The money! I mean, is it the money? Do you just want that sweet overtime, or is there any other reason? But yeah, good for you. At least you have a boss that cares. You know, not everyone is so lucky. I think I'll just grind the office to get more bag heads. No, schedule gives me purpose. Changing schedule makes me revert back to baser instincts. Just think of it as, you know, an extra day off. Just take the day. Trip. Sleep through the day if you must. Or just, like, find something else that you consider work. I don't know. Do you have some sort of hobby that's kind of time, effort intensive? Art? Something like that. I would find some sort of hobby or workout, something that you can consider work for yourself then, if you really must. It would be my recommendation. It's really good on them, but I do get the schedule. Yeah, I kind of get both, but I would just say that if you really must for the sake of schedule yourself then. Do something like work if you just don't need the money. The only reason I'd say, like, fight back is if you really need the money for something, but if you don't, then do something productive. Like, for me, if I had a day like that I genuinely didn't have to do anything, I would probably sleep in a little, but other than that, I would try and make sure, like, plan out some streams, reach out to people, network, or have a stream that day, a longer stream. Something like that, you know, something that you can do that, kind of gives you something to do, I guess, you know? I hope that makes sense. I don't know, nothing makes sense to me anymore. Pew pew pew. Oh. There we go. But yeah, it's always nice when a boss has your back, though, and your best interest in mind. That's a good boss you'll follow, you know? Like... Oh, there's a baghead. Thank you. My boss... Genuinely... if he leaves, I will probably leave too. Although there was a bit of a scare recently. I think he had a heart problem, and that was kind of scary, I will not lie. But yeah, if he ever passes for any reason, or, like, leaves, I'm probably on the way out with him. Oh. Ow. Ow. Anyway. Super soft shooting shotty, I guess. Maybe. Probably need an upgrade, like an extended barrel or something. Would probably be my guess. Or are you talking about the recoil? Ow. Come on, give me more bag heads. I need more attachments. The recoil doesn't seem like you rock and roll with it at all. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily disagree. Maybe I'm just shooting target shot instead of buck. Like, I would say target shot kicks about this much. Oh, there we go. I guess it's also really good for knocking people down. Need to remember to kill the bagheads with my pistol, though. To the left, to the left. What's your guys' current vocal stems? Or, I don't know, like, sound stems, I guess. My brain has completely rotted from the inside out due to you guys. Congratulations. go. Trying to think what my vocal stim has been lately. Moonbeam, goon, cream, gooning in my goon jeans, gooning at the movies, because it feels so... I mean... I guess that's very like you. That is for certain. There we go. Okay, we got subsonic ammo. That could be useful. I mean, we're kind of playing with fire by sticking around this long, but I think we might be fine. Give me your 30-round mags. Seen Cupid Shuffle. I don't know if that's called Cupid Shuffle, but sure, why not? Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. I don't know. Whenever I say Cupid, I immediately think of that stupid song. Cupid's Chokehold, I think it's called. There we go. Okay. So we're starting to get definitely more armored than armored enemies, at least. This might be a bit difficult. Difficile. But yeah, based on what you guys have seen so far about the game, what do you guys think? I'm interested. Oh, shit. Dead yet? You dead yet? Oh, there's your stack. You got money! Makes me miss OG Killzone for some reason. What, because it's that pixelated? I will say it does kind of remind me of some very early on, you know, games with the super pixely graphics. Don't let it fool you, though. This thing runs, fucking Unreal Engine. Ooh, Dragon's Breath. That sounds fun. Just gotta go for the feetsies, I guess. I really need to get me... I kind of want to get a gas mask, and I want to wear it to cons, but... Would it be too threatening if I got an M50 gas mask? I think I got hit with Dragon's Breath. Ow. Oh. Well, I figured out where the flame dragon breath was coming from. Alright, I'm getting out of here. This is too hairy for me. Of course. To a con, probably not fair. I mean, it's just a M50 gas mask. Okay, maybe I stuck around too long. Alright, do I still unlock everything? Yes. Okay, cool. So I can die without carrying too much. Give me the dragon's breath. Seems interesting. Yeah, some mags would be cool, though. Guess I can just buy everything. Oh, cool. Got a sight. The muzzle device. I thought I got a muzzle device. Oh, it's for the shotgun. I got the, was it AR then? Oh, I guess it was. Your way. Alright, let's see what we got. Seen peoples of dude stop for motorcycle helmet. Because, I mean, the thing about cons is, right, you kind of go there for, you know... I feel like it wouldn't be that bad, no? But maybe, I guess. I don't know. 10 times 9... it's only... Okay, so it's half the damage, but I mean... I guess I'll try it, see if it's any good. Guess I gotta choke. Red is dead. Okay, so suppressor reduces damage. I mean, the thing already does little to no damage. I kind of don't want to reduce it further. You know what? I'll take the hollow points. Yeah. Give me the hollow points. Red dot. Yeah, we'll take the flashlight. Better to see. Okay. Yeah, we'll grind more weapon parts, I guess. Like, probably take the gas mask off when you get your... Yeah, obviously. I wouldn't wear it everywhere. Like, probably, once I get out of the Uber at a con, I'd probably put it on as, like, instead of my face mask. That's what I was thinking, at least. Like, a way to be kind of semi-anonymous without, you know... just wearing a mask everywhere. Plus... I kind of want to exercise a bit more, and when you wear that gas mask, you feel like you're suffocating anyway. Everything gets harder to do. It'll fog up like a bitch. But I can also do that cool thing where I get to clear it and, you know, make sure it's stuck to my face. And do my little gas mask voice. No one cared who I was until I put on the mask. No, fear is for later. Just normal mask would do that and people still running around with them. Fair? But an M50 mask, Lirovich. An M50, what do you think? Oh my god, it's John well, it's an American mask. It's not a Russian mask. Also, I just go with the Mira. What if I want to suffer? What if I want to be that guy who's running around full kit, full suit, or not full kit? That'd just be heavy, but full mask. Difficulty breathing and all. I mean, I don't know. Is the fire even any good? Might just be, like, bait. Dragon's Breath might just be garbage. I mean, in real life, Dragon's Breath kind of just does suck. Like, you want the thing to kill your enemy, not really maim them. And Dragon's Breath is just shooting a lot of magnesium instead of lead. How you wear it. I might vibe with it. I might judge you as one of those guys. Ow. Ow. I'm not going to be wearing, like, full kit. No tack vest or anything. I just want to wear the mask. And then fuck around with it on. You know, like, go around doing, oh, no one cared who I was until I put on the mask. Just shitposting, I guess, you know. Oh. There's no way that was a good Bane. That was, like, my most shittiest, like, zero effort impression. Those who don't know the difference will greatly outnumber the people who do when it comes to gas man. You know what? Fair. I mean, I feel like almost everyone does a decent Bane impression, no? Like, a decent Bane impression isn't hard to do. You just kind of, like, half, you know, snuff up your nose and then kind of get a little airy and, you know, fucking full of yourself. Oh. Have you ever seen, like, Meat Canyon's Markiplier video? Like, Meat Canyon's Markiplier impression is, like, one vocal, range away from being a Bane, in my opinion. Oh, you silly cow. You have all the milk, don't you? Just drive it up, like, a bit more nasally and a bit higher pitch. Oh, Mr. Wayne, you have all the milk, don't you? You silly cow. Hey, Spicy Chicken, how's it going? How are you doing today? I feast in darkness. Reminds me of that, I don't know, at one time kind of funny, now kind of sad. There was like a sketch, a video that did like, the first AI-written Batman comic. And it was like, the bats. Two-Face. He is half man, half lawyer, all times monster. Ow. Do you know what I'm talking about? Spicy, how do you feel? Yeah. How do you feel about Duck, Spicy? What is going on here? It's a tactical shooter that is, we're shooting guys in masks. And we're unlocking stuff, too, by surviving long enough. We need to kill the guys with bags on their heads to unlock gun parts. And they only start spawning in at a certain time. And we have to also kind of look for them, too. There we go. Ah, scope. I mean, I prefer a magazine, please. A magazine would be really cool, I'm just saying. I like ducks. Ah, you have fallen for the duck propaganda, I see. Ducks have really good PR, I guess. The Dragon's Breath kind of sucks, though. I think I'll stick with regular buckshot. I will say, though, Learovich, have you ever shot a Benelli M4? I had a Benelli M4 for a time. I sold it semi-recently. But the recoil impulse in that is genuinely quite soft, even for full power buck. Like, I can shoot it almost automatic, like, very quickly. Even with full power buck or even magnum buck. Llama Llama Duck. Llama Llama Ding. Can't remember shooting a Benelli, but I can't remember which one. Maybe the Nova. I don't know about the pumps, but the M4 specifically, in my opinion, has one of the lightest recoil impulses I've ever shot out of a shotgun. Quite pleasant, may I say. When's the next baghead spawn? Been roaming the map for a while. Oh. Well, speak of the devil. Wasn't pump. Oh. Nova and the Supernova are both pump shotguns. Oh. Yeah, I'm swapping this back with Buck. The M3 and M4 and M2, I believe, are their semi-autos. Don't quote me on that, though. I'm just a silly little guy. Alright, let's go ahead and extract. I think we've stuck around a little too long. Oh. Ow. There we go. 10 or so at the time, didn't like shotguns. Oh, yeah. Here's the thing, is yeah, your first experience with a gun will definitely determine how you feel about it after. If you have an asshole who just, you know, wants to play a prank on you by making you shoot a gun that you're way unqualified or unprepared for, you're gonna have a lasting negative impression. Whereas if you have someone who kind of guides you, make sure you have fun, takes it slow, and make sure it's safe, you'll probably want to come back and get more into it. At least, from what I've seen. Alright, what did we unlock? So first thing... Dragon Breath, garbage. Okay, so not too much left to unlock on the handgun. Guess we've got a couple sights to buy on the AR. I don't really care about the sights, I want the mags, though. We unlock anything for the shotgun? Give me some mags. Need some mags, man. Alright, we're going back. Back to the lab again, yeah. I remember when I was really young, my adopted parent at the time took me with his father, so my grandfather, and they were shooting, and I remember it just being really loud, and they wouldn't give me ear protection, and me just covering my ears because it was so loud and it hurt, because I've always had a bit of sensitive hearing. And then, like, they made me shoot a muzzle loader without ear pro, which genuinely just physically hurt me, and I'm pretty sure that's also kind of fucked up my hearing. First experience was Grandpa handing me a 460 mag with a 12-inch barrel. Go kill those bottles while I go get a beer. But yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, it's just really... A lot of gun owners are kind of irresponsible at teaching first-time shooters because they think it'd be funny or something. Because it's just kind of accepted that, you know, like, it's a rite of passage, I guess, or something. Even if I don't necessarily agree with it. But that's why, at least when I take people to range, I try and make sure that they have fun and that it's safe. Safety first, fun second, and everything else third. And so far it's been good. I've taken like 8 or so people to the range for their first time, and they've always enjoyed it, even if they were scared of it at first. As long as you keep them safe and, like, you know, you make sure that they understand that, like, while it's, you know... Like, they respect the gun, but they're not, like... too scared. I don't know how to... Yeah, talk hard. You know what I mean. Ow. Yeah, it turns out the game's a lot easier once you actually have health, I guess. Huh. Shocker, who would have thunk? Respect? Yeah, basically. Usually they're scared of it until they pull the trigger for the first time. I usually walk them up. So I usually start with a 22 rifle, which looks super scary, and then they pull the trigger, and it has like the kick of an airsoft gun. And they're like, wow, that really wasn't that bad. And then they shoot it for a little bit, they get comfortable with it. I move them up to a 5.56, or /223. And they shoot it a little bit. Might be a bit more scary, you know? A little bit more kick. And then from there, if they're still enjoying it, then and only then do you move up even higher to like 308 or something. But make sure that they're comfortable at all stages and that they're, you know, familiarizing themselves. Yes. I think 22, I don't mind having, you know, more than one bullet in, but only the 22 and specifically the 22. With a 9, yes, it's one bullet. If it's a handgun. Handguns, I'm a lot less, I'm a lot more safety-oriented about. If it's a handgun, yes. You'll get one bullet for the first time, I will watch your reaction, and then we kind of figure out where to go from there. Everyone is responsible for safety. I mean, I think it's just good, good... Manners? Not manners. It's a good practice to do. It's like with any hobby, honestly, like for some people it might work, right? But if you start someone off with, like, Dark Souls as their first game, and you don't help walk them through it, and you just literally give them Dark Souls and you drop them off the cliff, right? Metaphorically. They're not going to have a fun time, and they're probably never going to want to play a video game again, and that's going to be the image that's stuck in their mind. It's very similar, right? Like with people who enjoy Warhammer. When you play Warhammer, or when you, like, teach someone to play it, or, like, D&D, you have to make sure, to some extent, that their experience is at least curated for the first time a little bit. And that it's made in such a way so that they can have fun. Otherwise, you know, why do you want anyone to come back to your hobby when you introduce it to them? Because, I mean, there might be another reason that they might, you know, try it again, right? Because it's something you truly cherish and they cherish you, right? Like, getting into a romantic partner's hobby. Not necessarily, you know, so at least you learn something about it and you can feel more connected. But if there's no real, like, emotional want to genuinely go for it, and especially after they've been burnt by it once, why would they want to go back to it, you know? At least that's how I look at it. But again, that's just my perspective. Everyone's perspective may be a little different. But, like, if I want someone to come back to me, to my hobby, give them a reason to stay, right? Is there something that they can relate to? It's nice you care so much to have a good introduction. Some people just really throw people into the deep end and can... Yeah. And I genuinely, like, we as humans are hardwired. Our first impression on something is genuinely lasting and can overpower several instances of it being overwritten, if that makes sense. Like, you know, you can prove that, hey, this isn't that bad or this isn't that deep, but you're going to have to, like, override their first impression probably multiple times in order to overcome that extremely negative first impression. So, I mean, yeah, I guess, I mean, it's the same idea with scaring people straight, which doesn't always work, but that's usually because you're not really, like, scaring them away from something that they've never done. Like, for instance, scaring people straight on drugs, right? The reason I think that never really took off or worked was pretty simple. They added to the mystery of it with the way that they presented it. And then they never actually had them try it. Like, if your first experience drinking or smoking is, like, a really negative one, right? Like, you got smashed at a party, and everyone took turns drawing on your face, and then, like, you had something really negative happen to you. You probably don't want to drink again, but if someone just tells you, hey, this is bad, you're not allowed to do it, it's not really going to do anything, in my opinion. I haven't seen any bagheads. I wonder if I've just missed them, or if they just no longer spawn here. But that's just kind of my random reflection opinion on it. Oh, there you are. Ooh. Hollow point slugs. That might work. Or, do you guys still remember your first impression of your current hobby? Like for you, Vay, for being introduced to, like, tabletop games. Do you remember how you were introduced to it? Because, like, I can still remember how I was personally introduced to gaming, specifically. Even though it was so long ago. Thank you. Die. I think it was referenced a lot of media, and it was like dragons, dungeon crawl, sign me up. Okay, so you had like a personal investment from the start to want to like it. Okay. Dragon Breath's dude's coming out. Time for me to go. Ow. Okay, time to go. When the first time I saw people like me as like an online thing, and I remember my first time actually playing. Nice. Oh, so it was a not. So was it a not great first experience then? If it wasn't a great first experience, if you don't mind me asking, what kept you coming back? If I had not had a positive experience watching people play online prior, yeah, okay. So it was like watching people prior that kept you in to prove like, hey, this isn't what it's like typically. That's good, that's good. But that kind of just reinforces it, right? So, like, unless you have, you know, some reason to stay in it, like a personal stake or reason, you can very easily just have that negative experience kind of dominate everything. Alright, well, max level everything. So that could be about genuinely interesting... Okay. But yeah, that's, it's truly unfortunate, Bane. I'm glad you stuck with it and found your hobby. But I think that also kind of, like, reinforced it, right? Like, unless you have some reason yourself to want to get into it, like, you know, if you had a romantic partner that was into that sort of thing, and you just genuinely wanted to be supportive, so you would still stick with it even if you didn't like it, or a friend you really wanted to support, or you read about it online and was like, that seems really fun. A bad first experience can really ruin it, because I think that's certain games, right? Like Dark Souls, or even social deduction games, like Among Us, right? If you have a really bad experience your first time playing something social deduction, like Among Us, you'll be like, I never want to play this genre again. I'm never even going to touch it. All the games suck, etc., etc. Because, I mean, there's the phrase for a reason, right? Once bitten, twice shy. And I think that phrase kind of reflects, like, that sort of attitude. I still, to this day, probably wouldn't play with strangers again. Oh, yeah. Definitely, like, you learned your lesson about strangers then, I guess. And, you know, probably best to play with, like, a curated group, perhaps. So I think, yeah, honestly, almost anything can be fun with the right people, in my opinion. I could probably, I don't know, what's, like, the most boring thing you could do? If I was with the right people, I probably wouldn't mind doing a fucking group reading session of, like, classical literature. Yeah, I think someone's first League game is definitely gonna very much pan out to how they perceive League and, like, MOBAs as a whole down the line. I mean, nearly any game can be if I'm playing with the right friend. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't even say games, I'd say almost any activity. And I think that's kind of also, like, that intrinsic human, you know, experience. But, like, even if it is fun with friends, right? Even if, like, I could have fun playing or, like, doing a group classical reading session with the right people, it's still more fun to do something that we all genuinely enjoy, right? Like, if we all enjoyed playing, I don't know, like, Counter-Strike. If we all played Counter-Strike together, then yeah, it'd be even more fun, though. So there are, like, tiers to it. To enjoyability, I guess. I was gonna say I haven't heard or seen anyone so far this match. You know, the funny thing is, you say that, and I literally know your friends, Ryan. It's like why bad movies are good when you're friends, because you get to... Yeah, yeah. It's about that social experience. Not necessarily like the, Yeah, if you're just sitting there, like, watching the movie... Like, if you watch The Room alone, yeah, it's bad, but if you have good friends and you watch a bad movie, you can at least, like, ridicule it live together and kind of soften the impact, I guess, so to speak. First time my brothers were playing secret football, my older brothers put the ball in my hands and speared so hard I threw up. Hit me with a go get up, stop being a punk. I mean, yeah. One bad experience can definitely, like, push someone into a different kind of life. Some people are going to have a great first experience and they're going to be like, well, now I'm going to center my entire personality around this one thing I really, really like now. Or they're going to have a really terrible time and be like, I'm going to do literally anything but this ever again. Send me to the complete opposite side of the spectrum. Yeah, that's what I thought, Ryan. Okay, so there's a microwave. Oh, 556 AP. Can I get a mag, though? What do I have to do to get a mag? Because I do remember having generally negative experiences with, like... I'm gonna be honest, believe it or not, I used to be a very much shut-in recluse type person. I was way less friendly, way more of the like, ooh, look how edgy I am in the corner, keeping my own business. No one understands my pain. Oh, look at me, I'm so cool. Type person. And I think it was like, near the end of high school, I kind of just learned to be more social. And to kind of just accept that bad things will happen to you regardless. So to just try and have fun with it either way, you know? But those, you know, are typically lessons learned in blood. And some people, you know, they never... Oh. Alright, fuck it. That did so much damage. Why is my gun jamming so much? Not even shooting that much. Literally giving me anything but ammo or magazines. It's got to be on purpose at this point, right? I mean, I still kind of am. There are still bits of that. As much as I would like to pretend that I'm a really good, super social person, I know in my heart of hearts that I'm still not necessarily. I don't really think I have that much charisma and all that, but definitely more than I used to have. I used to definitely just, like, hope people would talk to me, but now I'm actively good at, you know, reaching out and being like, hey, would you like to be my friend? Again, muzzle device, I need magazines. Give me mag. Yeah, friend. And I'm also a lot better at, like, ridiculing myself and taking a joke than I used to. I used to, like, take everything to heart and be super insecure. But I think I've definitely gotten better as a person on that front, at least. Oh. Thank you. Lots of money, at least. Sure would like a mag. Can you give me an extendo? But I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I'm better at that, but, you know. You all are the judge, I suppose. Like, at least, do I seem like I would be an approachable person? Because I would at least say, compared to my past self, I would not call my past self approachable at all. I wouldn't even want to be friends with my past self. Go to cons and stuff, you do seem approachable to me. Approachable. Okay. Appreciate that. The vote of confidence. Alright, sweet. We got 4 this time. Alright, how are we doing? Didn't know you prior, but knowing enough about you, there's a reason I'm at 67. Well, I appreciate that, Trip. I'm watching you, Ryan. Just give me a mag. I mean, the red dot's nice, I guess. I'll buy that. The compensator. Forget what kind of ammo that is. We're kind of just going on a spending spree. 5,000 per... my money. Probably not going to buy the scopes, though, at least, so... Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, armor piercing. Yeah, I don't really need the armor piercing, I think. Let me test it. Yeah, not even worth it. Keep the hollow points. Armor piercing. Not worth it. But I appreciate that, Trip. I at least hope, you know, people come in here and that they at least come out with a opinion on me, I suppose. I mean, that reduces recoil, but reducing damage kind of sucks on this sort of thing. Like, if it didn't reduce damage so much, I wouldn't mind, but it reduces damage so much. So 90 damage versus 80 damage single shot. Honestly, I'll probably take the hollow point slug. 2-shell tube, the choke, give me the red dot. Alright. Back into the tunnel eyes go. But I think it's important to kind of be able to judge your past self and take, I guess, kind of stock, right, of who you are and where you've been. Like, I can hopefully see my past self a bit more objectively and be judgmental on him a little bit, but also at least be able to give myself props for how far I've come, you know? Because I think it's not that great if you can't reflect on yourself or find, you know, negatives about yourself. But it's also bad, or I guess negative, if you can't also be kind to yourself either. Although, you know, I'm also not necessarily the greatest at that either, so again, do as I say, not as I do, blah blah blah, whatever. You remember where journey... Yeah, exactly. I mean, this whole streaming journey started, right? I want to say it was a week or two of genuinely 0 to 1 viewers. To be fair, I hadn't told anyone I was streaming at that point. And, except, like, one of my friends, who then suggested me to, you know, hey, try social media, you know, advertise yourself a little. Put yourself out there on the map. And that helped me immensely. But for 2 weeks, you know, I have to remember, humble beginnings, right? Never forget where you came from, and always be thankful for those who helped you get there. And that's why I'm thankful to all of you for sticking around with me and having a good time together. Hopefully, at least. Hey, Crow, how's it going? I appreciate that, Vay. Just finished work stuff? Hell yeah! Glad you're hopefully off the clock and resting, I would hope. I can't help it. Sweet, appreciate that, Sad Night. Appreciate having you here and hanging out with you as well. It's always a great time. I love our banter, you know. Our back and forth. Because I'm gonna be honest, I do still genuinely kind of suck at the dead air thing. But it's always a lot easier when I have you guys to kind of bounce off of and we can talk about random stuff. Ow. Well, that is the hope, Ryan. But still not a bad idea to be able to assess and reflect. I feel like I should have seen a fridge by now. Nope. People having bad times or people at the other end of the shotgun. You know, I think you're maybe making assumptions, Sad Night. Who's to say that they're not having a blast? Okay, you can throw rocks at me now. If I must be stoned for my sins of great jokes, then I shall martyr myself. Okay, maybe I go back to buckshot. I don't feel like the slug thing is working out quite as much as I wanted it to. You know what? I'm glad at least one person appreciated that. It was a terrible, terrible pun, but at least one person appreciated it. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you need to delude yourself into thinking that you're the best comedian ever. Busting out some of the subjects here and other places like at work or in Discords, I'll just be silent, you know? Motherfucker, I follow school, dude. And I stand by this. On my dying bed. You know, if it's between life or Dr. Pepper, just put me out of my misery already. Oh, damn. Okay. I got absolutely destroyed that time. You! Crank that soldier, boy. I'll be you. Come here for good times, not good opinions. You say that, but give it time. You will all join me on the dark side. It's only a matter of time until you see the truth. It's okay. I'll be here waiting for you all when you finally see the truth. You will see the light whether you want to or not. Oh, that's a damage reduction. I mean, it increases cooling and reduces recoil. Let me see. Was that any better than before? Actually, don't think we care much for it. I want damage increasers, not reducers. You know what? At least someone needs to have the minority opinion, alright? I take that role sometimes, but you ever think about how sometimes you're the ones with bad experiences? But if I'm offered the choice between death by firing squad and drinking a Dr. Pepper to survive, I'm just gonna tell them, give me the gun and I'll do it myself. May I die having never, well, actually it's too late for me to never, but barely ever having tasted the Doctor. If I truly wanted Dr. Pepper, at least I'd drink cough syrup for the health benefits that come with it. Oh, now that's a terrible way to go. May I never be waterboarded with Dr. Pepper. Ugh. I stand by this opinion. I am the Digital Duke, and I stand by this opinion. My fellow Americans, you must understand. Dr. Pepper is and always has been propaganda. You must learn to fight against it, my fellow Americans. You must abide. You know what? Hopefully, at least, the less the knockoff brand tastes like Dr. Pepper, the more I'll probably enjoy it. If it's genuinely like what most people consider a bad knockoff, there's a chance I might actually think it's half decent. Ah, there's one. You're not voting for me in the next Duke election? Well, good thing it's not a democracy. Since when were you in the belief that this was ever a democracy? Why they sound like Animal Crossing villagers? Because this game will get to keep a T rating despite being basically a gun simulator. Probably, I would guess. Because I'm pretty sure this was made by a dude in Japan, and I feel like if you make them more humanoid, you run the risk of higher censorship. But again, that's just a theory. A game theory. Not gonna unhear that now. Good. If I remember correctly, isn't villager speak just like spelling out the things or something very, very quickly? Or am I thinking of like a popular myth that got debunked? I probably am. I mean, to be fair, MatPat has definitely gone on to do, you know, bigger and better things, so I don't think he necessarily wants or cares to be remembered anyway. Oh, fuck. Ow. Ow. Hey, buddy. Did MatPat retire or something? Last I heard, I thought he was going into politics. I'm not even kidding. I vaguely remember him going into politics. And it sounds good, Ryan. I'm probably not going to be on for too much longer anyway. Appreciate it, Ryan. You have a good eat as well. Although, in hindsight, I do think that's kind of funny and kind of like a... I don't know how to describe it, like a spiritual sense. That MatPat of all people has decided that, politics is the route that he wants to go. Who are people you could unironically see in the White House, despite never wanting to get into politics? I feel like, unironically, also just having Trump in the White House has kind of removed the barrier of entry of, like, actually being a political person to get in. Like, if... I don't know. If Keanu Reeves, I guess, I don't know, ever ran, I would probably vote for him, yeah. I think it's something like that. I think it was, like, want to use his skill to make a difference. Yeah, something like that. I forget if it was, like, as an actual voted position or as, like, a, what's the phrase? A counselor? A advisor? Yeah, as an advisor or something. I don't know why the alert didn't go off, but hey, Sad Night, I appreciate the resub, too. Appreciate you always supporting me and hanging out. Also need to figure out where this month's charity is gonna go to. You know, since I have a bunch of you here, once the ads end, I do want to ask. There we go. Where do you guys want this month's, it was weird on your end too. Okay, fair enough. That was kind of weird. Yeah, ads are still for another 30 seconds. Once they're back, I will ask the question. Need to find the baghead dudes, though. I don't know if they've been so elusive. Like, one run I got 4 of them, but now they're like maybe onesies, twosies at best. There we go. Yeah, okay, alright, so we're back. I did want to ask you guys, though, do you guys have any particular place you wanted this month's, Twitch earnings to go to? Oh. There we go. 20 round mag. Die already, please. Thank you. Alright, there we go. Shrug. I mean, yeah, I don't know either. That's why I'm asking you all. Is there any cause you're passionate about? Otherwise, my default is kind of just St. Jude's, just because, you know, fuck cancer, and it's really rough having cancer when you're young, so... I mean, in my opinion, it's a... What's the phrase? Not like a dead giveaway, but it's like a, you know... You know what I mean, right? What's going on? Leaving work now and Wi-Fi shitted for a minute. I was asking if anyone has an opinion. Where should this month's Twitch income go to, charity-wise? Otherwise, I'm just gonna default to, St. Jude's. If no one really has an opinion. Okay, well, at least... Okay, I might swap to the rifle now, at least. At least now we have a 20-round mag. At least 20 rounds might be a bit better. It's gonna be your suggestion. Okay, fair enough. Then St. Jude's it shall be. Yeah, I mean, it's a good cause. Their charity's reputable, and I mean, you know, it's a very easy cause to get behind. For real, yeah. It's a fate I don't wish upon anyone. And I suppose it's also kind of like the great equalizer, eh? Just because everyone can also get it. But it's really rough when, you know, you get some sort of debilitating thing when you're really young. You haven't even got to experience life yet. I do sympathize. I think this will probably be the last or second to last run. We'll see. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think there have been very many people who have necessarily celebrated it. At least I would hope not. The one thing that the internet has kind of taught me, though, is that no matter how bad you think a thing is, on a kind of more negative note, I guess, that there will always be at least one person, the statistical anomaly, that will vouch for that thing just for the sake of either being contrarian or, like, not really understanding it that well. And I mean, I guess it's just kind of like a growth thing, right? As you grow older, you kind of realize that, you know, this is something to grow out of. It's nice to have more ammo than 10 fucking bullets, though. It's mostly yeah. Oh, look at me, I have a different opinion than everyone else. That makes me much more intelligent. I say, despite my take on Dr. Pepper, that I'll stand by to my death. Although there are, like, I don't know, I can at least tolerate root beer. But Dr. Pepper, ugh. It's the exception, I suppose. Eh, just hollow points. Give me more mags. Alright, cool. I guess the uninformed part is big play too. Like that one player, it's easier to lie to someone than it is to convince them they're wrong. Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah, what's my luck in finding these guys this time? And they're still giving me literally anything but what I want. Just give me the mags. Let me shoot more bullets. It's not hard. Do I just have shit luck, or are they genuinely, like, coded to be rare? Oh. Although, again, like, in the long run, it is interesting to think about how, you know, this time frame, this little chunk of history will be reflected on, right? Like, you know, we talk about, like, medieval times, like, oh, they were so backwards, they didn't understand anything. God, I can't imagine living through that. That must have been so horrible. And then, you know, maybe future people looking at us similarly. It's interesting to think about sometimes how we'll be remembered as a, like, society in time. And I mean, what's that famous saying by, like, Mark Twain as well? What is it? It is difficult to win an argument with a smart person. It is impossible to win against an idiot. They will take you down to their level and beat you with experience. I believe is the full quote. Oh, there we go. 5-shell tube. Getting some mags, finally. And it's a start. Give me like 100 rounder on this thing or something. Future people looking at us now, making fun of us, makes me want to get home. Talked about... Oh, yeah. You know what, Trip? May your 100 trillion lions live to see another day. They will, because they'd win. Appreciate it. You see, Trip, that's the difference. I am immune to rage bait. You cannot rage bait me, for I have baited my own rage. Masterfully, you might say. I've mastered the bait of my rage. Gotta love the jams. Ammo-matic. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, we've been sticking around too long. Let's look for an exit. Oh yeah, the big head dudes, they just have a ton of health and knives. They'll charge you. I will say that the extra health has been the best investment I ever made in this game. Need to extract, though. I need to find an exit. Why are the exits so hard to find, though? Oh yeah, there it is. Get me out of here. Alright, I'll do just one more run, and then I'll probably call it a day there. Oh yeah, look at that. More ghosty boys. Let me do one run in the apartments, though. Try something different. I mean, the suppressor reduces the damage. There's really no reason to buy it. Forget what kind of ammo this was, but whatever. Shut. 5-round tube. Maybe I'll try the hollow. Alright. I think that's everything. It's flechette. It's got more penetration, but yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Give me that 5-shell tube. Swap that. Alright. Oh. Yep, hollow points. Oh, we're dual loading. Magazine upgrade gives me a lot more bullets, yeah. Does... It's just rare to drop, I guess. Alright, try the apartment. We haven't gone to the apartment yet. Just gotta pick up a bunch of shit. Interesting. Interesting for sure. One of the environments of all time, if you will. What if this was just like in some developer pack or something? Or just like, here, assets. Hey, there sure are a lot of rooms. Seems like a pretty nice apartment to live in. I mean, it's unfurnished, but that's besides the point. Oh. Okay, well. I don't think I take fall damage. Noted. Yes. Okay. I think the 3 different floors have the 3 different, things. Maybe. That's my current hypothesis. It's a stressful map. I know, like, all these corners. What? It's just a lot of apartments. Very generic-looking, samey apartments. Okay, never mind. My assessment has already been proven false. What was the time on that hypothesis to falsity turnaround? Interesting. A apartment complex of all time, truly. I guess they're shooting each other at the playground. Okay, well. 2.7 seconds. Alright, not the worst turnaround I've had. I've had worse. Barely, but worse. How hard is it to find jars of all things? And I guess, you know, it's weirder the fact that all these homes have random-ass jars in them, I guess. So all NPCs, or they're real? No, they're just all NPCs. This is a completely PvE, like, extraction shooter. I don't think the netcode could handle this many people. Like, when we do that huge TTT thing, I'm genuinely scared of how my computer's gonna handle the netcode. Because, like, Gary's mod hit reg is already kind of iffy. If we add my bath time toaster to it, I don't know how it'll go. You know, Trip, there's a saying I like to live by. Live, laugh, toaster bath. Oh, then corners aren't... Hi, Hex. Yes, thank you. It is quite the stream title of all time. I'm gonna say I don't think I particularly care for this map by now. I also don't really like having to raid every single apartment to look for ceramics. Good sing. Damn, good sing. You know, the worst part is, I've genuinely met, like, those, you know, live, love, laugh people in real life. The ones that hang it everywhere in their houses. And, like, they are usually, genuinely, as, like, neurotic as the memes and jokes tend to claim they are usually. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Oh yeah, look at the double spawn. Is there a way I can... Okay, cool. Okay, so we just need these and those. Got it. Both. You're not gonna say something like, you know, the sex is crazy or anything, are you? Okay, I'm listening. Plead your case. Plead your case to the court there, Trip. I am listening. You have my full, undivided attention. Also, this map just seems fucking huge. How you doing today, Hex? You doing good? Ow. Why do they keep shooting at me? I'm just trying to look for pot. Not the cop kind. It's both because a lot of the ones I've met are genuinely cool, then that one specific thing happens. That one specific nondescript event. I still have yet to find a microwave, though. There we go. Hello, sir. I am here to inspect your ceramics. Ugh. There we go. The one specific thing can vary. Oh yes, do tell. You sound experienced. Please, do share. What the rest of the class. Okay, 4 more of the fat ones, 1 more of the thin, skinny one. Oh, there's a microwave over there. I don't know why they insist. Ow. I can barely stick my head out without absolutely getting blasted, though. Yes, yes, Trip, but is it the fun kind of danger, or is it the oh no kind of danger? There is a difference. Okay, we've gotten all of those. We just need, I think, 4 more of the fat ones. Yes. I'm also being incredibly greedy by trying to get everything done at once. Do regale us with your stories, Trip. You sound like you have something to share with the class. Oh. Regale us with your tales, oh sir, Trip. Okay, that's a pot out there. I don't know if I really want to go out for it, though. Yeah, the big head dudes are just a pain. Even though I'm picking these up anymore, I don't need to. Just need the fat ones. Hello, fellow kids. How do you do? May I please have the potamus? The pot, if you will. I mean, I guess it's forcing you to explore, but it does kind of suck, I ain't gonna lie. Can't say I'm a huge fan of having to check every nook and cranny. I think this might be the final map, too, if I remember correctly. And the game doesn't really have an end. Hell, it doesn't even really have a story, if I remember correctly, either. You know what? Yeah, okay, yep. Dragon Breath dudes, time to leave. No! Why? My precious blueprint. I'm not going down for it, though. I want out. Get me out of here. And just like that, we're out. Yeah, it sounds like fun up there. Alright, let's see. Boop, boop. Small dolls, eh? Even I need to keep some secrets, Duke. I see. I'll say one situation with me buying a girl the wrong pads and she tried to stab me. You know, sometimes people just really want to show their love to you. What can I say, Trip? You know, they just really want to show you their appreciation. Damn, 7 shots to leg. Okay, noted. Anyway, with that, I will probably call it there. That's what you can rate out to today. Who is streaming? Let's go say hi to... Wildberg streaming. Let's go say hi to Wildberg. Wildberg. Alright, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you had fun watching and chatting. I had a ton of fun. Hope to see you guys again tomorrow where I'll be going vroom vroom in some fast cars. Hope to see you all then. Have a great one. Make sure to take yourselves, hydrate, do whatever you gotta do, and have a good one. Bye-bye!